talk more market strategies then with Dhruvesh Sanghvi. He's the founder of ProsperoTree.com and he joins in here on the show for a quick chat. Dhruvesh, good evening and thank you so much for taking time out for us. What's your overall call on the market now? We saw a bit of a pullback in the last 2 days. Did you recommend to your clients that perhaps that was a good buying opportunity?
The thing is that we are typically, investing into 10 to 20 companies. When we are looking into that kind of a universe, we don't have to worry a lot about the short-term market movements. Having said that, over a longer period, we think that India is in a very good phase and we will continue to see the bull market from here over the next 4 to 5 years. It is very difficult to say what will happen in the next few months, but there can always be 10 to 15% corrections like the period of 2004 to 2008. There must be at least 4 to 5 corrections of that kind. So again, as I said, difficult to predict on the shorter term, but when we say over a longer period of 3 to 5 years, it seems to be pretty good.
Dhruvesh, you look at the mid-cap space much more closely because of your portfolio and otherwise as well. And this is the area where people thought there was a lot of froth being built into the system. After this correction, do you think some of that froth has actually been cleaned out?
In the last 15 to 20 days, so what we have observed is in this 15 days, Sensex was almost, or Nifty was almost at the similar levels. Having said that, almost the mid caps and the small caps, there saw anywhere between 10 to 30% correction depending upon the kind of valuations they were trading at. Now, we can clearly see that there is certain bit of value coming at certain point in time, and with the kind of liquidity coming into the market, for example, the domestic mutual funds, the SIP, it is very difficult to pick up the exact point where it will turn around, but the corrections in the market, even in the mid cap and the small cap space, it will typically be very short lived, is my broad assumption currently.
Metals, is in focus right now. Many sessions, last couple of days, we are seeing higher prices for metal-related stocks. Not only that, zinc, for example, made a fresh 10-year high today. But NMDC is your stock pick in the entire metal pack. Why exactly do you like that stock, and what's the rationale of investing? What kind of approximate returns can investors make over the 1 to 2 year period in that?
Let me just brief you on NMDC as a company. It is an iron ore mining company which sells the iron ore to the companies which requires the iron ore for manufacturing of steel. Typically, these companies don't have their linkages of own mines. It is the largest iron ore miner in India, and it is owned by the government of India, having 75% stake. Now, this company did an operating profit of around 3,700 crores, having a market cap of 38,000 crores at the current market price of 120. Now, having said that, this company did 7,500 crore rupees buyback, has been continuous dividend payer, and has spent 12,000 crore rupees on a steel plant which is unyielding. So it is not giving any revenue at this point in time, and therefore not any profits. Considering all these things, I'm just repeating, 38,000 crores of market cap, 12,000 crores of the steel plant, having 5,000 crores plus cash, and generating 3,500-4,000 crores of operating profit every year. It's a pretty sweet deal. People worry about the valuations or probably it being a PSU company, but iron ore prices also in this same period has come down from $150 to around $60. So we think that it stands a great chance of making good returns for investors over the next 2 to 3 years.
Right, and Dhruvesh, that's of course NMDC. What about, another stock idea for our viewers this evening?
So the second stock that I would like to hint about is the Munjal Showa. Basically, this is a auto ancillary company to the OEMs, majorly two-wheelers. So the second stock that I would like to hint about is the the Munjal Showa. Basically, this is a auto ancillary company to the OEMs, majorly two-wheelers. It basically manufactures the struts and the shock absorbers for predominantly Hero Motocorp, and it also supplies certain materials to Honda and Maruti in the four-wheeler. Over the last 3 years, Hero Honda sales were stuck at around 66 lakh units a year for almost last 3 years. Now, from 66 lakhs, basically this means 5.5 lakh per month. In the last 2-3 months, Hero Motocorp has started to grow very well and has touched around 6 lakh units per month. This should typically augur very well for a company like Munjal Showa, which is one Hero group company and supplying big time into the Hero Motocorp.
Right, Dhruvesh, thank you so much for taking time out for us and walking us through your market strategies. We really appreciate it. Well, let's talk about some stock specific